Honorable Minister, Mr. Joseph, Minister of Health and the Environment. It's always a pleasure to be in your company, sir. Excellency Bernard Percival, Ambassador to the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, other dignitaries, friends, all protocol observed. This is a very important week and a very important event. Let me give you a little bit of the genesis of how this came about and why we are here. This began with some activities and an international and sub-regional conference held in 2012. At that time, Dr. Clark and a number of other colleagues and I began to speak about servicing Antigua and the Caribbean and building an awareness around epilepsy, a disease, a condition that is not widely dealt with, a condition that has social stigma in our society. Many of us have grown up knowing about persons with epilepsy, but not knowing what the condition was and how it can be treated. A little over a year ago, a little under a year ago, when I took up my position as Ambassador to the United Nations to represent our country, one of the things I thought I spoke to my colleagues that we would do is not only represent by a voice and participation within the United Nations, but taking the charge from the Antigua Consulate to expand our services to the diaspora. We thought that it was very important that we work with nationals who are contributing within the diaspora, who can join us to bring their talent, skill, and their strength to support services and strengthen the island's programs. And we thought the first area of effort should be looked into health sector. I was then approached at the same time, and coincidence happens, things occur when your mind begins to work and things are happening. And Barbara Packer of the Packer Foundation approached me about doing something in Antigua, as she had some connection with a foundation, the Walton Foundation. Mrs. Packer and I talked about working with NYU folks who are here today, and welcome to all the doctors from NYU. And we talked about services, and I said we wanted to do something in public health. Together with NYU folks, we talked about epilepsy, and I said, well, you know, Dr. Clark and his team from Texas has already been doing something at the pediatric level. We need to expand that and build an entire action league. Let me pick up the phone and contact folks in the Ministry of Health, because the minister whom I had the opportunity of meeting just as I was taking up my position, in fact, he interviewed me for my position. He told me of his passion for health care. And I said, let me pick up the phone. I did so, and in a few minutes I said to them, we are going to do something with the Ministry of Health looking at the Epilepsy Week. And as the saying goes, from that genesis, the beginning, the rest is history. We're here, and we are here to do clinical work as well as build awareness and education work. Let me say thank you to the friends from Texas, who have funded the participation of the folks from Texas. Thanks to Dr. Clark and the University of Texas, Austin, for their continued support to our effort. And thanks again to Barbara Packer and her foundation and the NYU team for their support. We are looking forward to a really intense but exciting. Do not only work, enjoy Antigua. welcome.
Thank you.
We will now have brief